Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there's a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
From the 30 on second down, Mayfield over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mayfield to Moore for the Carolina first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. The Panthers sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Mayfield off the play fake. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They'll give this to Hubbard running right. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
A 55-yard attempt.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? But a long one, and he can't connect. Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Fournette once more on 2nd down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Fournette, a first down carry. Tackle made by Ole Miss's Marquise Haynes.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll give Fournette another crack. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. And the first play will be a field goal try. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. Succop's kick is good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit, and then to not even see the ball go through the...
Fighting through, and he's got space. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 44 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Bucs are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
A first down run there by Fournette as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a play fake. Brady. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Hey, alert!
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield checks this down to Hubbard. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, alert 33.
On 3rd down, Mayfield taking a shot here for Marshall. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 10. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 1 yard is the gain, and that'll be good enough for a Tampa Bay first down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance, but in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. Throwing on first down is Brady. On the screen, Bernard. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Derek Brown able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. He'll look to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Brady. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Coleman will try up the middle. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw, Mayfield. He's able to get it to Coleman. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense. 23 yards on the play.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Run.
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Terrace Marshall, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Brandon Smith picks it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Hey, alert!
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Giovanni Ricci as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. Well, they certainly are ready up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Brady. And this is going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. They go play action. Mayfield. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
So the false start will back them up 5.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, Mayfield. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. This defense trying to do its part. Active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield now. Touchdown! DJ Moore. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Second and 4. Running left, it's Fournette. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Brady to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to kick it away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there, definitely not his best. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game.
There he goes, left side.
And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field. 88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And this defense, Charles, bottom half of the league against the run. That's not going to help their average.
Not at all. And when you're getting ready to play against them, in your scouting report, you're actually counting on a certain number of big-time runs against them. They've given them up all year.
He'll buy some time right. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trumbull. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Mayfield on play action. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Mayfield to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Gonzalez on the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. From the 27, Brady. They'll dump this one off here to White. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. To throw is Brady. And that is incomplete.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to the top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. Now a give, it's Hubbard going left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 110 yards on the ground for Hubbard as that last run a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Run.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mayfield trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it.
Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point put through by Succop, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A handoff, Coleman between the tackles, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Straight ahead and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. Pressure comes in, he's brought down, it's a Panther sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, there's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The offense on third down, lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, it's Brady. Over the middle to Evans. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Now Brady got to have this one. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Fighting to the ball carrier there was Carlton Davis, and he finishes that play off. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield looks to throw. Coleman has it here right side. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd down, back to Fournette. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Sometimes your offense get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set.
Hey, check it.
Now Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They'll run again with Bernard. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. And I think he got a yard to the 41.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take him in short, steady bursts.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. Evans has it left side. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. This is caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans, 30 yards. And the Bucs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. Just a gain of a couple there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD. Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick 6.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. Now, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Now Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Hey, alert 33.
On the handoff, running left is Hubbard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Run. Hey, alert.
Mayfield to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on third down. On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
A 49-yard attempt.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. So the folks on hand here growing a little restless with their kicking game. That's now 2 misses so far.
And in a tight game, fourth quarter, the fans aren't the only ones getting restless, Brandon. There were a few looks of disbelief on that sideline as well.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines.
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to throw, Brady. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. Now Bernard. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Mayfield. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Mayfield. This one complete to Coleman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Hey, alert 33. Regular.
Here's Baker. And making the catch on the floater, that's Moore. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Gonzalez able to tackle on the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Panthers, the win moves them up to 5.